Hi, my name is Dr. Phil Underwood, and today I'd like to show you how to take some great photos to share your skin problems with your GP or your dermatologist. First thing you need to think about is light. So if you can get outdoors, that's best, and an overcast day like today is perfect. You might think a sunny day is better, but actually if you've got lots of direct sunlight coming in, you get a lot of shadows and it can make it a bit difficult to see what's going on. But here the light's coming from all directions, so we get a beautiful view of whatever it is that you need to show us. If it is quite sunny, then it's useful to actually find a bit of shade and try and take the photographs in the shade. The other thing that's really helpful is to have another person to help you take your photographs, because it's quite difficult, especially if it's like on your elbow. It's like you can't photograph around there easily. So a second person can make a world of difference with this. So unfortunately I haven't got any skin problems at the moment, so I'm going to give myself Cheerio-itis. There we go. And I'll ask my beautiful wife to take some photos. So to take the photo, close up, ideally you'd want a really plain, dull background so we can see it. So I'm just going to use this table here. I'm just going to put my arm on here. So first of all take a photo from a distance so you can see where it is compared to my hand and my elbow. So it's important to get both elbow and hand in if you can, or any other landmark, nose, knee, shoulder, wherever's relevant. And then we need to take a close-up. So we're going to take a photo from above and a photo from the side, and that helps us in the surgery get an idea of what it's like in 3 dimensions. So I live in Yorkshire, and sometimes it rains a lot, and sometimes the thing that you want to photo, you don't really want to take that out in public, so sometimes you'll have to take your photos indoor. Problem with that, the light's not always great. Sometimes you've just got a single light in the room and it casts a lot of shadows. You can get around that sometimes by using the flash, but we'll show you what can go wrong with the flash in a minute as well. But again, the principles are the same. Try and get someone to help you. Try and find a plain background, don't worry if you can't, and take photos from a distance, close up from at least 2 different angles, so you can get an idea of the 3-dimensionality of it. With the flash, you probably just need to experiment with that. Sometimes the flash works out really nicely, sometimes it whites everything out and it actually makes things worse. The other mistake that you can make is you can actually get too close. If you get too close, your camera won't focus properly and it'll be horribly blurry, and that's no good. Some cameras have a thing called a macro mode. This is a symbol that looks a bit like a little flower. That can be really useful for getting up close and personal to anything that you want to photograph, and often that works really nicely. Once you've taken your photos, your doctor will have given you a way to send them to him or her. Just make sure that you include your name and ideally date of birth so they know which person goes with which set of images, and hopefully that should be it. Thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.